Alright, let's see. Oh, Pog! Yo! We're in! We are in! Holy Pog! Holy Pog! We are in! And this is our first look at China. And they are at the top, as they should be. Let me welcome you all to the latest patch of Retold. Let's get straight into it. First of all, we're going to go through this, and then I'm going to look through the patch notes. But first of all, I want to see this. Jesus, these God Archaic Age bonuses seem very interesting. But let's have a look. So, starting off with Fuxi. Human soldiers and heroes are the focus. So, God blessing Yin Yang. On favorite land buildings, research 300% faster. What? This means that if you just construct anything, an armory, a military barracks, a stable or whatever on favored land, which is like close to your TC, you'll be able to instantly research stuff, which is actually crazy. What? Machine workshop editions cost that 50% discount. That is actually crazy. Gains access to Neza in the classical age, an additional legendary hero that gets stronger each age. Damn, alright. And then we'll go on to Nüwa to see her god bonuses. Focus, peasants, Quafus, and defense. God blessing, creator's auspice, unfavored land, foundations automatically construct. Wait, so you're telling me I can throw down buildings and they're gonna automatically start building without having to spend villager? Yo, that's actually sick, no? But it could be annoying when you're like grabbing a villager, throwing building down and then tasking it back, but this is good. Building spread of favored land +1 range further. Okay. So when you place buildings at the edge of the favored land, which is basically your circle around your base, it's gonna extend it one range further. It'll be like Gaia Lush. And cavalry +10 hit points. Focus for Shennong is farming, myth units, and healing. God blessing, gift of the beast. We'll look into those after. On favored land, myth units recover 5 hit points per second. That's actually insane. This is actually crazy. This is really, really good. Farms are available in Archaic Age and build instantly. It's also a really big bonus to have. Plow irrigation and flood control research instantly for free in the respective ages. Yep, this is really insane. You save so much resources with this, and just having it available instantly and farms being able to be built immediately is actually crazy. But let's have a look at the unique bonuses. The Peach Blossom Spring. Target location to create the Peach Blossom Spring, whose resource stockpile grows over time. The Peach Blossom Springs resource are gathered very quickly, but the stockpile stops growing once a village starts gathering from it. So the longer you leave it to grab it for later, the more it gives you. So that's really cool. For Yin and Yang, the God Blessing, Fuxi grants alternating bonuses which swap every 4 minutes. Yin, peasants and Quafus gather 10% faster. Yang, human soldiers and siege weapons 10% damage. Oh, okay, this is a cool mechanic. So basically, you're looking at timings with this god. Timings where you should boom harder, and timings where you should attack more often or be more aggressive. So that's actually a cool buff. It'll be hard to play around, I imagine. I think 4 minutes might be too long, but maybe they will change that. Celestial weapons. Fuxi grants heroes celestial weapons, causing them to inflict extra divine damage. Hero, add 1 to all actions. Sage hero. Okay, so they're just buffing heroes all around. Okay, that's cool. That's pretty cool. So this is super expensive though. 400 resources and 20 favor. That's a lot. I don't know how fast China will gather favor though. Tai Chi. Costs 100 wood, 10 favor. Fuji's philosophy causes heroes to train faster and improves their hack and pierce armor. It's actually pretty good tech and it's relatively cheap. This is something you would want to pick up. I like this. Let's go on and look at these. Hopefully I don't completely butcher the pronunciation of these gods, but Xuannü is the goddess of wisdom and military strategy, focus, healing, and army production. So target a group of friendly units to make them invincible for a short time. Attacking will reveal their position. So this could, oh yeah. So this is, I think if this works on villagers, this could actually be really big to avoid raids. This could be really, really good. We got the kill-in. Holy shit. This is really expensive. 210 food and 17 favor. Myth unit. Heals nearby units, good against human soldiers and other myth units. Okay. Divine books. Xuannü shares her divine books, whose knowledge makes your training yards cheaper and train units faster. Oh, I remember this from Legacy. There was a similar upgrade there. Rather cheap. It's pretty cheap. And pretty good for what it gives you. Reincarnation. Xuannü reincarnates your fallen troops, spawning a new human soldier each time a number of them die. What? Temple summons a new human for every 5 human soldiers of a type that die. So if you make 5, let's say, cavalry, and one of them, all 5 die, you get one of them for free. So this is actually an insanely strong tech, and it's available in Classical Age. The only thing is that it's quite expensive. Killin's Blessing. Xuannü urges your Killins to restore peace, increasing their healing and range and efficiency. Okay, I mean, this is expensive too. I don't think he would want to grab this, since it doesn't give any stats, just healing, so I'm not sure how good that is. But next up we got Chiyou. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but God of Chaos and War. Focus military and looting. So lightning weapons. Target location to conduct lightning into the weapons of all of your human... Oh. So we got a mini flaming weapons in Classic now, as well as CC, locking them with chance to stun enemies. We got the Yazi, fast myth unit that can teleport to enemies. Whoa! Yo, that's actually sick. Imagine teleporting, raiding with these and teleporting around onto villagers. That's actually pretty cool. And they're super cheap. And they're 2 pop. Wow. Master of Weaponry. Chiyou increases the attack range of G halberdiers and causes their attacks to slow enemy cavalry even more. G halberdiers add 1 to maximum range. Okay, so they basically, this is a decent upgrade, but it's probably not something you'll grab right away. It's like a snaring mechanic, so it's cool. Spoils of War. Q drives you to pillage resources when you destroy enemy buildings. Player. 50% of destroyed enemy building cost awarded to the player. It's actually pretty cool tech for late game, but early game you probably won't grab this. It's quite expensive. Son of Loong. Chiyou increases Yahtzee hit points and makes their flash strikes much more deadly. Oh my god. Yo, this is actually insane. This is a must-grab upgrade. I'm actually wanting to try these out already, dude. I'm so excited. Being able to do this, with this, like, imagine a couple of these, they're raiding. One of them will one-shot a villager. No? If that special attack works on villagers, they should be able to one-shot it. Because it adds 50 damage. Rage of Slaughter. Chiyou increases Yahtzee's points and allows Yahtzee to regain hit points as they damage enemy units. So they give them lifesteal. Okay. Oh yeah, activate on enemy kill again. Okay, this is pretty good, but it's also pretty expensive. I think this is the one you would grab first. It's actually insanely good. Oof, okay, on to the heroic age of Fuji. We got Goumang, God of Spring. Focus cavalry and wood gathering. Okay, so target the friendly building to protect the surrounding area with Goumang's wood power, which shoots enemies and heals allied units. Okay, we got the Tao Wu. Myth unit with high durability can charge to temporarily increase movement speed. Good against buildings. So this is like your Scarab for China. Vibrant land. Goumang brings an early spring, causing trees to periodically grow near here houses and allowing you to gather wood faster and deposit it into houses. Villagers gather work rate for. Oh, interesting, but it's not something I think would be grabbed until way later in the game. Hooves of the Wind. Goumang imbues your cavalry with the power of the wind, increasing their speed and hack armor. 15% hack armor. Holy, and 10% cast speed. And it's a cheap upgrade because it's wood based, right? So this is pretty good. Frenzy Death. Goumang drives Taowoos to dash faster and deal more damage. Maelstrom. Goumang stirs up sea storms, allowing arrow ships to summon vortices while attacking. Dojian. 20% chance to spawn a Maelstrom upon attacking a naval unit, which deals 5 divine damage per second and 5 radius. Kinda expensive. I don't know if you'll grab this. We got Nüba, Goddess of Drought, Focus, Myth units and ranged soldiers, okay? Target an area to spread drought, which makes enemy buildings far easier to destroy and prevent all construction and repairs. Yo, this is similar to the Legacy one, right? Where it causes like an uproot and it completely is like destroys your enemy's building, but this one seems even stronger now that you can actually take them down really quick with it. I'm not sure how fast it'll be, but it seems pretty powerful. We got the Tauti for the Heroic Age Nüba. 280 gold and 22 favor. That's quite expensive. But these are all expensive myth units. Myth units that gain strength as it devours human soldiers with this special ability. Okay, that's pretty cool. Scorching Feathers. Nüba scorches the arrows, bolts, and javelins of your ranged soldiers, allowing them to melt enemy armor. Wait, so is this like some divine damage? Enable Scorching Feathers, which reduces enemy pierce and hack armor by 1% per hit for 5 seconds. Okay, interesting tech. It basically, you reduce their armor so they're more vulnerable, and the more you reduce their armor, the more likely once they hit 0 armor, you start doing divine damage to them. So this can be really good against high health enemy units, which could be good against myth units, I guess, in a way. Some form of, it's similar to divine damage, I guess, in a way. Rock Solid. Nüba encases myth units in gravel shields, increasing their armor, especially while standing still. Myth unit enables Rock Solid, which is standing up to a maximum 60% vulnerability. So as long as you're standing still, your armor gets really jumped up for your myth units. Bottomless Stomach. Nüba increases Tauti's appetite, allowing them to use their special attacks more often. Ability to recharge stuff. Yo, that's actually crazy. This is actually pretty good because if you ever get that relic and you pair it with this upgrade, it'll be minus 75%. Pretty cool. So they should be strong. Drought ships. Nüba loads fishing ships with explosive sand. When sunk, they will detonate. It's time. I'm doing it. It's too bad it's so expensive. This is actually good. 100 divine damage and 10 radius, destroying yourself in the process. I mean, this is a cool upgrade, no? This is like something really cool, but it's so expensive. It's also in Heroic Age. But this is something definitely you want to mess around with. Alright, we got Gonggong, God of Floods and Rebellion. This is what we've been waiting for. The Great Flood is back. Target the path of destruction for a cataclysmic flood that sweeps away units and annihilates buildings. You get the King Long myth unit, which is wood-based. Myth unit unleashes damaging blasts of water from the air. Can only be attacked by ranger units. Good against human soldiers. Cool. Super cool myth unit. We get Shaker of Heaven. Gonggong shares godly powers with your heroes, increasing their hit points and damage against myth units. Okay, so all of these upgrades for heroes make me think that their heroes might be underwhelming because there's so many different techs that increase the strength of your heroes. Tempestuous Storm. Gonggong grants your heroes a sense of timing, greatly reducing their ability cooldown and cost. Yeah, but another hero upgrade. Another hero upgrade. But that's actually pretty damn good, because look at how cheap they become. This is a very worthwhile upgrade to get in the late game. Last Stand. Gonggong emboldens your cavalry units in the face of defeat, increasing their armor as they lose hit points. From everyone's modified armor. Okay, so they get tankier for every 1% hit point missing. I see. Rising Tide. Gonggong grants your Qinglongs the force of the tides, allowing them to attack faster as they gain combat experience. Qinglong enables veterancy, which boosts the Qinglong with 25 attack speed per tier. Yo, so this means that if you keep them alive, they can scale ridiculously well. That's pretty cool. And for the other Mythic Age god, for Fuxi, we got Huangdi, god of rulership and inventions. Focus, human soldiers. Alright. Qinglong's Wrath. Target location to summon Yinglong, the legendary rain and lightning dragon of China. So this is basically the Nidhogg, but Nidhogg is the we have at home version of this. Is that what this is gonna be? It looks pretty damn sick, just from the icon. It's got lightning. Yeah, legendary rain and lightning dragon of China. That's pretty cool. And we got the Hunden myth unit. Faces being that can temporarily banish and terrify enemy units. Good against human soldiers. Pretty cool. I don't know how useful it'll be, but it definitely looks cool. Xuannü's Bloodline. Huangdi temporarily grants infantry units additional damage and regeneration while fighting when nearby allied infantry units die. So this is basically the Vidar upgrade for Berserks, but this is for China on every single infantry unit. Holy shit. 30% damage and 30% lifesteal to any nearby infantry units for 3 seconds. And in those 3 seconds, you can bet your ass another infantry unit will die. So this is actually an insane tech. Jesus Christ. Lacer's Silk. Huangdi gives you his wife's divine silk, improving all human units' hit points and hack armor. Villager 20%, human soldiers 20%! 20% for human soldiers, bro. What? That is actually insane. Villager vulnerability, hack attacks -10. Villager, human soldier, oh my goodness, this tech is absolutely cracked. Holy, this is probably the best one out of every single tech here. 20% human soldiers hit points. 20. What the? Oh my. Imperial Order. Huangdi calls forth all fighting men, decreasing the cost of military camps and their units. Tao Swordsman, okay, so you get 3 units, and they're all cheaper. And it's 20% cheaper. So it's actually a really good tech as well to grab. Jesus. Power of Chaos. Huangdi causes Hundens to deal much more damage to units they temporarily banish to the void. Oh my god, 200% damage. Okay. Holy, Fuxi looks very promising. Especially Huangdi. I think this might be these two. Like, Jesus. These 3 actually, all 3 here are actually insane. The techs are absolutely cracked. But yeah, let's move on to Nüwa. So we got the god bonuses or passives. To create a number of clay peasants that last for a couple of minutes. Spawns more peasants in later ages. So this is her archaic god power. And this is like, you can actually get a ridiculously good eco boost with this from early. So this can actually open up potentially lots of different build orders for Nüwa. And this is pretty cool to see. I like it. Creator's Auspice. Nüwa reduces peasant cost and improves building hit points as you earn favor. Interesting. Quafu Chieftain. Nüwa creates a Quafu Chieftain. A powerful hero Quafu who respawns when lost. Okay. Mountainous Might. mountainous might. Nüwa imbues Quafus with the power of the mountains, making them much stronger. Quafu, all action. Okay, so it's just an insane buff to Quafus. I haven't seen Quafus yet, so but I imagine they're gonna be pretty strong because it's a big part of their China's identity. Right, so we already went over Xuannü. We can now look over Houtu, goddess of earth, focus economy and defense. We got the earth wall. I saw this from a sneak peek and it actually looks pretty damn cool. You basically surround, like, you just lock the opponent's army inside of that little circle, rock, earth wall, whatever you want to call it. Pretty cool. Kyong anything that can take flight, good against human soldiers. Yo, a tiger, go on, that can fly? That's awesome. Advanced defenses. O2 shares her defensive knowledge, improving tower and bow damage, range and line of sight, and also allowing you to upgrade wall towers into ranged towers. Wait, there's wall towers in this game now? Interesting. Quite expensive upgrade. Chasing the sun. How to imbue Quafus and peasant with a strong worth it, causing them to build faster. Wait. Build work rate for what? Holy! You get to, for 100 wood and 5 favor, 25% faster villagers? Jesus Christ. It's actually cracked. Yeah, bro is actually chasing the sun with this one. Abundance. Houtu blesses your drop sites that are on favored land, increasing the amount of resource earned from each deposit. So this is basically raw empowerment, or empowering a drop site as Egyptian. Increasing the amount of resource. 5% more will. Still a decent amount, but it's quite expensive. 150 resources, 20 favor. Sinister Defiance. Houtu instills defiance in your Kyongki, increasing the armor for each nearby enemy unit. Okay. Max 25. So 25 units and these gain insane amount of stats. We are going through Goumang. So we'll go to Rushou. Rushou? I'm guessing it's Rushou. God of Gold and Autumn. Focus infantry and trade. Okay. Fey beasts. Target a location to spawn poisonous fey beasts that spread infection to enemies. Pretty cool. Oh, the Baihoos, the white tigers. They're in heroic age now. Let's go. They're actually relatively cheap for how good they were in Legacy. Maybe they're as good here. Maybe a little bit weaker since they're heroic now. But damn, this is probably the most sought out after myth unit in the entire, from the entire DLC, because this is what people have the most fond memories of. Jumping white tigers in extended edition. So do I. Oh, can't wait. Pixiu. Oh, Pixius are back. Okay, go on. Myth unit. Task Pixiu on any town center to collect gold and return it to your mark. Oh! Oh, this is a trade route now. This used to be a myth unit. This is a trade caravan. Wait, this is a... No, this is still a myth unit. But it also acts like a caravan? Okay. That's pretty cool. Gilded shields. Rushou gilds sunlight into the shields of your Dao swordsmen, greatly increasing their pierce armor. 20%, 25%. Pretty good. Divine Judgment. Rushou dispenses justice through your infantry's weapons, improving their damage, especially against myth units. Let's see. So now they're gonna have extra damage against myth units. That's pretty good. Autumn Abundance. Rushou blesses Pixiu, allowing them to earn food and wood in addition to gold while trading. What? Yo, that's actually insane. These will be insane. Like, this is insane economy late game, guys. If you get the Pixius out and get this upgrade. I'm sure someone will do the math to match this with a plenty vault. Red Cliff's fleet. Rushou retrieves ship wreckage, spawning a free Mengchong each time several lost. Summon a new main chong for every 3 main chong that died. Well, it's free, but it's not free because it's super expensive upgrade. But yeah, we went over Gonggong, so we'll go over Zhurong now. Got a fire in summer. Focus myth units and farming. Let's have a look. We got the Blazing Prairie. Target a location to open the heavens and set the world on fire. Everything will burn. Does that mean your own units as well? Could be interesting to see a lot of friendly fire, you know. I'd go into team games and grief my friends with this. Nah, I'm just kidding. Zuku, myth unit. Gather spiritual fire with its wings, creating a fiery whirlwind below to knock enemies away. Good against buildings and human soldiers. That's actually interesting. This was also an extended edition, but it wasn't. It was underwhelming. Maybe they jacked it up for this. Flaming Blood. Zhurong infuse the myth units with flaming blood, causing them to deal additional damage to nearby enemies. Okay. Zhurong's technique slash and burn. Zhurong's technique drastically reduces the cost of farms and increases their work gather rate. Oh my. Villager gather rate for farm plus 15%. And it's 80. These farms are basically free in Mythic Age. 20. Oh my god, that's actually insane. Minus 80%. So if you can get to Mythic Age, which you should be able to, and then get this, rush this upgrade, you'll have infinite food pretty much at no cost, saving you a ton of wood. Pretty cool. Song of Midsummer. Zhurong protects your Zook, increasing their hit points and letting them rapidly regenerate when landed. Okay, cool. Kind of expensive, but okay. Southern Fire. Zhurong increases Fire Archer damage and causes them to ignite enemy units and buildings. So this is like, I guess for your siege units. Like you should have Fire Archers from your Fortress or Siege Workshop, and you'll be able to buff them with this, which is pretty cool. But yeah, a Fire Lancer pretty much. Alright, that's it for Nüwa. Overall, I like it. Seems pretty cool. But I still like Fuxi more. Fuxi so far is the clear winner in my book. But we still have Shennong. We still do have Shennong. And this one will be the deciding factor for me on which one I will try. I will try out all of them. But which one will I main is the question. So we have prosperous seeds. Target 2 farms to sow the seeds of the prosperity. They will produce food faster, heal nearby villages, and make friendly units on them invincible. Okay. So you hide your villagers on farms. Oh. So they will permanently keep them invincible? I'm not too sure, but interesting. So you could. So I'm thinking if I place this on 2 farms, and I get raided, do I just lose it from there? Do I just not get these back? If they raid my farm, is farm raiding gonna be viable now? Gift of the Beasts. Shennong summons myth units from the next stage of your temple for free. As you earn favor, you'll go on. Shennong teaches sages to heal faster and restore the hit points of multiple friendly units at once. Jesus Christ, priests on steroids for 5 favor 100, okay. Gold, that's pretty good. Peach of Immortality. Shennong ripens the Peach of Immortality, which grants heroes and myth units more hit points. Jesus. Okay, this is actually an insane tech. So he seems to be like, yeah, myth units. He's got, we already went over all of these, and he seems to have, oh man. He has the, wait, hold on. Doesn't have Goumang, but I don't think that matters. I think he has the best God Path. Because he's got Huangdi, which is probably, by the looks of it, the strongest one, simply because of these 3 technologies. So I'm really actually liking Shennong here. But at the same time, I'm also a big fan of Fuxi. If Fuxi had Rushou, it would be even greater, but it's pretty damn close here. I think a lot of people in my chat are leaning towards Shennong. Seems to be hyped up. Very cool though. I like this. I am extremely excited. This is gonna come out on March 4th. It's only now in the Pantheon to, you know, showcase to us, and I'm glad that they did that, giving us a chance to read a little bit about it. So I can't wait.